कितना अच्छा था इसलिए।
Good evening, everyone. I'm sure I'm audible to you all.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible to you all? Please, anyone can tell me
Yes, sir.
if I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Any one of you can reply.
Yes, sir, you're
Yes, sir.
audible.
Yeah, audible.
Yes, sir. You're
Aradhya,
audible.
am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. Pari, I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. As per the rule, you have to keep your audio off, video on. If not, then you will not be the part of this meeting. Please remember, after the count of three, you will not be the part of this meeting. Okay. Today is session 1, level 2. And as per the rules, if any one of you could not join, you can join through YouTube. It will be available on YouTube. If some of you get removed by some of the region, then also you can join through Zoom, or sorry, YouTube. And today we are going to get what is a good stock. You should be having pen and paper with you, and you should be noting what is good stock, which stock is called as good stock. To understand a good stock, there are some accounting factors and there are some physical factors. So we will not discuss physical factors today. We will discuss the accounting factor today, and maybe tomorrow we will be discussing the physical factors. Now, what are the accounting factors for a good stock? When I'm using the term accounting factor, it does not mean that anyone who do not have the knowledge of accounts or finance will not understand. Whatever I'm going to explain, I will explain in layman language, applicable for everyone, whether you belong to science or humanities, commerce, whatever the stream you are. This session will be stream neutral session. So don't worry about that ki I'm from science or I'm from commerce or I'm from humanities. Or no doubt those who are from commerce, they will have an added advantage during when these chapters will be taught in their classes in future. Otherwise, those who do not belong to commerce, they will equally understand the concept in next 6 classes. Okay, so I'm sure you all must be happy. And what we are going to cover today, we are going to cover the qualities of a good stock. Before buying a stock, two things is very important. You have to buy good stock at good price. This is the basic rule of stock market. If you buy bad stock at any price, you will always suffer. Some people say that there is a good price for every stock. Maybe they are correct, but as per my theory, as per my research, as per my experience, we have to buy good stock and at good price. If you are buying bad stock, you will be loser. If you are buying good stock at bad price, then also you will be loser. So first you should be knowing what is a good stock, and then you should be knowing what is a good price for a stock. Okay, so these are the two basic things you should be knowing. Now, from my team, some Pavni has been removed because her video was not on. So I have given you all reminders in the very beginning. Please try to understand. I do not have any control now. If you will be removed in between, so I can't do anything. I can't do anything. The rules are equal for everyone. If you have some grievances, something, you can join through YouTube. Okay. So now, please do not rename yourself. Whatever the name is there, some people have been selected. So you must be knowing that your name should be always be showing. You should not be joining with some, what we said, Apple 4 or something like that. So try to have your name correct so that your certificate selection as a team leader and all those things will depend upon that only. How you are attending the class, how regular you are, how you are submitting the things, and very many things. No doubt at the end, some of you will be rewarded for some of the activities. So everything will depend upon how you are working during the internship. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. I'm using a website called as screener.in. You can also use the same website. Otherwise, you can use NSC website, or you can use money control website. You can use Trendline website. There are many websites where same data is available. I use screener because I have been using it for many years. So what happened ki when you start using something, it becomes convenient for you. So it is convenient for me. So that is the reason I'm using. You want to use same website, you can use. Otherwise, you can use any other website. You can use any other website. Some Nandini has been removed. I don't know why my team is doing. Some Arnav Jain has been removed because I think video was not on. Tanya, you have to check your video. You are not visible at all. So please do check. Tanya Grover. Okay. Now, this is a website called a screener.in. It is a free website. You all can use it. I will not be showing anything which is paid. No doubt when you will be using, they will ask for money, but do not go for the premium version. The free version is more than enough. I am using this website, the free version, and I am very happy with that. So don't worry that you will not get some added service, though you will get some added services by using the premium one. But if I do not require, then why you require? Then you should not be going for the premium version. If you get a pop-up message that if you go for premium version, go over, please do not do that. Okay, this is my request, my suggestion. Whenever we have to analyze a share, first thing we have to write here, search for a company. Okay, when you go out, I'm logging out from the website so that I can show you the process, how you will reach. When you will write on the Google that screener.in, so you will reach on the website like this. You will reach a website, then there will be login. In the login, you use login using Google, login using Google, and whatever the Google will be there in your system, that account will be created automatically. You need not to put your name, mobile number, or anything for your privacy purpose. Do not put all those things. Okay, you can log in with your Google account. Now, I am going for a company called as Asian Paint. It is not recommendation at all. I'm using a company. It can be any XYZ company. Then you will have the data like this in front of you. First thing, whenever you reach to a company, you should be reading about the company, what the company is, what company produces, what is the ranking of the company in terms of sales, in terms of profit, in terms of market share, what are the brands of the company, what are the products of the company, who are the competitors of the company, where the company says, what are the segments, different segments in which company work. So you should be having a basic knowledge of the company, which you can read here. The more you will read, the more knowledge you will have about the company. Please, without knowing the basic knowledge of the company, about its head office, about its directors, the owners, the product, the how old the company is, what are the different segments in which company work, whether company also export also, import also, or only do in India. That all basic thing you will get to know from this data available at a website. You can read the same data on going the website of the company. You go on the website of the company, Asian Paint, you will get the same data. Okay, so you can go through this. First thing, please. Another thing, the most important thing before selecting a company is the market cap. The first thing you all should be knowing is the market cap. What do you mean by market cap? I told in the beginning that I will not be going for the accounting terminology. Market cap is the total price you need to pay if you want to become the sole owner of the company. That means, suppose I want to purchase all the shares of Asian Paint. All the shares of Asian Paint. Theoretically, I need 2,80,239 crore. That means if I have this much of rupees, I can pay to all the shareholders and I can buy all the shares. The shares are quoting at 2,922 rupees. 2,922 is the current price of the share. If I multiply this 2,922 by number of shares, I will get market cap. That means if this company will be having X number of shares, if X is multiplied by 2,922, so then I will get 280,239. That means this much of is the value of the company if I have to buy the whole company today. Okay, this is the theoretical concept. Practically, even after having this much of amount, I cannot buy the whole company because there will be some holders who will not be ready to sell. If they do not want to sell, whatever the money I will have, I cannot buy, first of all. Secondly, if I will put order, the prices are decided by demand and supply. When I will put demand for all the shares, demand will become more, then price will not remain this. Price will not remain this. Price will increase. If you have studied microeconomics in class 11th, if some of you are in class 12th and you have studied microeconomics in class 11, then you must be knowing when demand increases, price will increase. So when I will having 2,80,239 rupees, I will put the demand to buy all the shares, then demand will be more, demand increases, price will go up. So even after having 2,80,339, though the company's value is this today, but with two reasons, I cannot buy all the shares even after having 2,80,389 rupees. Why? Because first thing, there will be some people who will not be ready to sell. Second thing, if I will be having money and I will go in the market to buy, if people will see that there is demand, they will increase the price. The prices will go up. So these are the two reasons. So now market cap is price per share into number of share. Price per share into number of share. Theoretically, this is the value of the company as a whole. As a whole, पूरी company आपको इतने रुपए में मिल सकती है. This is the basic concept of market cap. Now, you may find in Indian stock market companies which are having a market cap of 1 crore also, and you will find a market cap of, if I'm correct, 20 lakh crore. The largest share is in India is Reliance, and if I'm correct, its valuation is approx 19 lakh 99,330. This is the largest company. This is the largest valuation in India. So that means smallest company you will find even of 20 lakh rupees company you will find in the Indian stock market. And the largest is 20 lakh crore. You should be knowing this is the range, the company. It is just like a plot. Plot can be, or a flat. Flat can be of 500 crores also, and flat can be of 20 lakh also, or 5 lakh also, depending upon which location, which quality, which type, and all of things. The same happens with the company. So company. Now, if you know this is the valuation, first thing, the first filter while deciding the company which you should be buying, you have to understand the company which is having the larger market cap is less risky company, and the company which is having the smaller market cap is more risky company. Is more risky company. Because if a company is large, it is not easy to inflate or deflate its price. 20 lakh crore, it is not easy that a person can have 20 lakh crore and he can inflate. Or no, you have to sit at one place. You cannot move here and there with your camera. Now, Then if you have a company of 20 lakh crore, 19 lakh crore, 13 lakh crore, 15 lakh crore, 10 lakh crore, 2 lakh crore, its price cannot be inflated or deflated by a selected group of people. Cannot be inflated. So it is less risky. Operators cannot do their work in bigger companies. So when you have to take a less risk, you should be going for the larger company. And when you are ready to take more risk, you can go for smaller company. Now, in India, companies are divided into 4 groups. All the companies are divided into 4 groups. Suppose you keep all the companies of India on the basis of their market cap in descending order. Descending order means the largest market cap, Reliance at number 1, the second largest market cap, TCS at number 2, and so on, then SBI and all, so on, like that. If you do, suppose I show you. Let me show you one thing. Market capitalization greater than 1. Now, suppose this is 4,623 companies in India which are having market capitalization more than 1 crore. 1 crore. There can be a company which is having less than 1 crore also. Okay. So now if I put them in descending order of the market cap, the first is Reliance, the second is TCS, then HDFC, then Bharti, then ICICI, like so on. If I will go, these are the 50. Then I will go to page number 2, then next 50. Then I will go to page number 3. I will find a lot of companies. Okay. So all 4,000 companies. The companies which has come at number 1 to 100, 1 to 100 in descending order, those are called as large cap companies. Large cap company. From 1 to 100 is large cap. And from 101 to 250 is mid-cap companies. This is not some scientific division. This division has been given by SEBI. So we have to remember this. This is not the large cap is from 1 to 100. Mid cap is 101 to 250 is mid cap, and 250 to 500, 2512 to 500 is called as small cap. So we have large cap, the first 100, next 150 is mid cap, next 250 is small cap. All other companies, that means 501 onwards in the descending order, is called as micro cap companies. So we have large cap, we have mid cap, we have small cap, and we have micro cap. Suppose you are buying only large cap companies, that means you are taking the least risk. Least risk. If you are buying mid cap companies, you are taking some risk. If you are buying small cap company, that means 251 to 500, you are taking more risk. And if you are buying companies 501 and below, you are taking maximum risk. So depending upon your risk potential, depending upon how much risk you can take. It is just like doing a race. I am at my age of 40. I cannot run more than 1 kilometer. So I will not go for any race which will be having of 1 kilometer or more. I will run only for 1 kilometer, 100 meters, 200 meters, like that. Okay. I'm telling you, you will be removed without any warning, without any warning. I don't think there should be any warning. If you have reached to level 2, that means you have to behave. You cannot click your camera off. You cannot move. If you do not know what is the importance of this session, you should not be the part of this session at all. At all. I have given a lot of chances to everyone in level 1. Those who have reached to level 2, they should be having some basic sense. If not, you are welcome to join through YouTube. And those who have joined through YouTube, after seeing their performance, they will be transferred to Zoom, and you can go back to YouTube. It's totally okay. So please, what will happen at your home, what will happen with your mic, what will happen with the computer, these all things has to be taken care of you. No excuse at all. No excuse at all. Please remember this thing. Now, so large, because if you will disturb my flow on the pretext of one, on the excuse of one, everyone who have joined on YouTube, they will all will get disturbed. And I do not want to disturb everyone on the pretext of one. I don't think Arnaud do deserve to sit here now. And let me do the thing. I will not repeat this in future. Please remember this. So large cap, mid cap, small cap, micro cap, you should be knowing. If you are taking more risk, that means you can go to micro cap. If less risk, then small cap. Least some lesser risk than mid cap, and least risk in small cap. If you want to take more little risk, risk se bhi kam, so then you can choose the top 20 or top 30 from the large cap, even top 50 from the large cap. Even in large cap, we have 100. So if you choose the top 50, that means you are taking the least from the list. So like that, depending upon how much risk you can take, you should be selecting the company. Now, there can be one question in your mind, how I'm saying if I'm in large cap, there is less risk, and if I'm in small cap, there is more risk. It is simple. If you have ever traveled in the ship, in what we can see, or in a river, if you are in steamer or boat, or depending, the more bigger the ship is, the least chances of going this and wrong. The smaller is your that we call a boat. It is more risky. It is more risky because with any flood, it can go like this and this. So try to visualize a ship or a small boat traveling in the water. Same happens with the companies. Companies are working in the economy, and there are a lot of storm related to business, storm related to inflation, storm related to competition, storm related to politics, storm related to death or division from the owners. There can be brother and sister or division of the business and all those things. These are the different type of storms which comes in the life of a business. In any business, if I'm doing a business, it may be that one day my son and daughter, they want to divide the business. That can happen. So that different type of storms come in the life of business. The bigger the boat is, the bigger the company is, it can survive. It can survive all those storms. And the smaller the boat is, it puts down. This has been experienced. Another thing, the operators which operate into the business, suppose a company is of 100 crores. And in India, there are many people who do have 50 crores, 60 crores, 70 crores, 80 crores rupees cash in their home. They can sit with 50, 60, 70 crore, and they can put the buy or sell order and inflate or deflate the price of that company very easily. Very easily. But if a company is of 15 lakh crore, how many Indians do have 15 lakh crore? So nobody have it except Mukesh Ambani or Anil. So it is not easy to inflate or deflate the price of the company with that valuation. So this is all about market cap, which I wanted to tell you. Now I'm again going to the same company, which is Asian Paint, and repeating no buy sell recommendation. I'm only using this company as an example to explain you the concept. Next is the ROCE. Whenever you are buying a company or selling a company or considering a company to buy or doing a research for a company, please consider ROCE. All those who have joined through YouTube, my humble request, do write your name, your school name, and city in the live chat box so that some of you will be considered to be upgraded to level 2. I'm repeating, those who have joined on YouTube through live chat, please write your name, your school name, and your city in the live chat, so that in days to come, you can be considered to be upgraded to level 2. If you are not able to write on YouTube, you can write on my personal WhatsApp number, that is 9999469946. I'm repeating 9999469946. Now, ROCE, return on capital employed. Now, whenever we run a company, we need capital. Capital means we need investment amount to start and run a company. Now, capital is gathered from two sources. One, owner themselves invest some money into the business, which is called as equity. I'm repeating, to run a business, we need some money. That money can be arranged either by owner themselves, which is called as equity, or owners can borrow money from outside, maybe from their friends, their family members, their relatives, maybe from bank, maybe from open market. They can borrow the money. That is called as debt or borrowings. So there are two types of capital in the company. One is owner's own money, which is called as equity, and another is the money which they have borrowed. Total money, suppose they have their own 3 lakh and they have borrowed 2 lakh. So total 5 lakh will be called as capital employed. Owner's money is equity and borrowed money is debt. Equity plus debt is capital employed. Now, if I have employed 5 lakh, how 5 lakh? 3 lakh my own, 2 lakh from market. This 5 lakh has been employed in the market and I'm running my company. Now, how much is the earning on this 5 lakh during the year is called as return on capital employed. Suppose I have invested 5 lakh. How invested 5 lakh? 3 lakh my own, 2 lakh from market. Now 5 lakh has been invested. My capital employed is 5 lakh. And total earning during the year is 50,000. That means 50,000 is the earning on 5 lakh. 5 lakh is capital employed. 50,000 is the earning. 50,000 divided by 5 lakh is 10% is my return on capital employed. 50,000 divided by 5 lakh. So return on capital employed. Total capital employed is debt plus equity and total earning is the profit of the year. That is, if I divide it, it becomes layman language. I'm not doing the adjustment and all, which you will be studying during your board classes. I'm trying to explain you the layman concept. Okay. Now, I can show you the same thing in this company. Suppose, if you see this company, I am showing you the balance sheet. You may not be understanding the balance sheet, please. But if you see this balance sheet, you will find the borrowings of this company. I'm saying the figure of March 2024. 2,474 is the debt. Company has taken this much of money from outside. This is their borrowings. This is their debt. And owner's own money is 18,700 and something. This equity plus reserve. Equity plus reserve is the owner's money. I told you that owner's money is equity and borrowings are the debt. Now, total, if you see the total of capital employed, it will come around 21,000 crores. All figures are in crores. 18,632 plus 96 plus 2,475. Owner's money, 96 plus 18,632. If you see, these are divided into two parts. One is called as equity, capital, which they have invested into the business, and another is called as reserve. Reserve means while doing the business in past many years, whatever the profit of the company, that was owner's money, but they do not took that money home. They invested that money also in the business. So that is also owner's money. I started a business with 2 lakh and I had a profit of 1 lakh this year. I invested that also. So my money in business is 3 lakh. Next year, I have another profit of 1 lakh. I invested that also. That my money in the business is 4 lakh. So the owner's money is equity plus reserve. This is called as owner's money. And they have borrowed 2,474. That means if you do the total will come approx 21,000 crores. On this 21,000 crores, in this year, they have earned a profit of approx 5,500 crores. If you see the net profit of the year is 5,500 approx. I'm taking the approx figure. I'm not doing any adjustment. There are a lot of adjustment which you will be studying when you will be doing your BCom, MCom. Some profits are not the part of ROC. Some profit that you will study during your. I'm not going to that. They have invested 21,000 crores and they are earning approx 5,000 crores. If you divide this 5,000 crores with 21,000 crores, you will get the figure of approx this 37.5%, which is ROCE, which is return on capital employed. No doubt, if you divide 5,500 divided by 21,000 something, you will not get this exact figure because I'm telling you, in this, there are some adjustment, some profits which are not called as profits, some profit which are extra but not in profit, all those things. Please do not go into that. That is basic thing, 5,000 crore on 21,000 crores. This is my thing. This is my ROC. You should be knowing that, the basic thing. Okay. Aradhya, I will be taking the question answer only at the end. Okay. Next thing, ROC. Now, profit divided by capital employed is ROC. Simple concept. Simple, basic concept. I'm again telling you, some of you must have studied in book 3 of accounting. There are some adjustment in profit to be added. Please do not go into that. You should be knowing this ROC is 37%. That means this company is earning approx 37% every year on its investment. Now, there can be another company, which may be XYZ, which is earning only 20% on its investment every year. Now, tell me which company is good out of these two. Which company is better? One, XYZ, which is earning only 20% on its earning. Second, the Asian Paint, which is earning 37.5%. Now, any one of you can raise your hand and let me know which of these two is a better company, XYZ or Asian Paint. Okay. Kavya Rampal.
So Asian Paints is better.
Excellent. Excellent. So, Asian Paint, whosoever is earning more on the investment, not earning more in absolute terms. Somebody may be earning 5,000 crore and another may be earning 6,000 crore. 6,000 crore is not better. It depends upon on how much investment you are earning that 6,000 crore. If you are earning 6,000 crore on the investment of 20 lakh, and I am earning 5,000 crore only on the investment of 10 lakh, so I am better. So it is all about in percentage term, how much I am earning, the ROC. The more the ROC, the better is the company. You should be knowing the more the ROC is the better of the company, and the less the ROC is the worse of the company or not better is the company. You have to remember this thing. Now, I am proceeding further. Next thing you all should be knowing about the debt. How much debt the company have, how much loan the company have. Now, one company may have 1 lakh crore loan or 1 lakh rupees loan. Another company may have 2 lakh rupees loan. Simple concept. If I will ask any one of you that Pari's Papa have 2 lakh rupees of loan and Lakshya's Papa have only 1 lakh rupees loan, who is better in terms of financial strength? Or third, Kavya's Papa do not have any loan. Kavya's Papa do not have any loan. Pari's Papa have 2 lakh rupees loan and Kavya's Papa have 3 lakh rupees loan. Now, Sanskriti, tell me who is better.
Sir, I'm thinking Kavya's father because
Who
he.
do not have loan? Who do not have loan? That's very simple. If I do not have loan, I am always better. But if I have 2 lakh loan, then you have to remember, if Mukesh Ambani, who is having the wealth of 20 lakh crores, have 2 lakh rupees loan. On the other hand, Sunil Tripathi, who have wealth of maybe 1 crore rupees, have only 1 lakh rupees loan. Mukesh Ambani, even after having 2 lakh rupees loan, is much better than Sunil Tripathi because the percentage of his loan is 0.00000 something of his total wealth. The percentage of the loan. Another example. Suppose I am buying a flat of 1 crore rupees and I am taking a loan of 50 lakh. On the other hand, there is someone else who is buying the flat of only 50 lakh rupees and he is also taking the loan of 50 lakh. Now, I am buying the flat of 1 lakh crore rupees and taking the loan of 50 lakh. That means I am taking only 50% of my total asset as a loan. The other person who is buying the flat of 50 lakh rupees and he is taking 50 lakh, he is taking 100% loan. That means he will be more into debt. He will be more into debt. So please, whenever we are seeing the loan, we have to see that loan as comparison to his own investment. Debt. Now, if you see in the case of Asian Paint, the total equity is 20 approx 18,600 plus 96 approx 19,000 crores and the loan is only 2,474. It is approx 10%. Approx, if you see 10 or 12%, if you divide 2,474 by 18,632 plus 96, it approx 11-12% is the loan compared to the equity. This is called a debt equity ratio. Debt upon equity. Debt is 2,474 and equity is 18,632 plus 18,632 plus 96 is the equity. So debt upon equity is debt equity ratio and it is approx 11-12% if you compare. Let me see the debt equity ratio. You will find here 13%. It is approx 13%. You can divide and see. If I see the same thing for Berger Paint, let me see. Now, if I see the Berger Paint, the loan is 53 crore only. In Asian Paint is what 2,000 crore. 2,000. But in case of Berger Paint, it is only 753. But in case of equity, if you see, it is also 5,200 plus 500. You will find it is approx 752 divided by, so it is 14%. Though in equity, in Asian Paint, loan was 2,000 crores. And in Berger Paint, the loan is only 700 crores. Even then, Asian Paint is better as compared to Berger Paint in terms of debt and equity, because Berger Paint is more indebted as compared to equity. Here is 14% and in Asian Paint it was only 13%. So, and if a company have more debt, there is more risk, because whenever you have debt, that means you have to pay interest. If you cannot pay interest, then there can be some NCLT cases, some cases on you. You have to, means you cannot grow. Suppose your father have a lot of loan, then his first mind will be paying EMI, interest, how to pay my debt. He cannot think of buying new car. He cannot think of buying a new flat. He cannot think of going holidays and all. His first thing will be how to get rid of this loan. So whenever you have loan, you have first thing. So loan, if you have less loan, it is good. Suppose I'm comparing two more company for you. Suppose I'm taking Hindustan Unilever. Now, if Hindustan Unilever, this is a FMCG company. It has debt equity of 0.03. I'm not going down to show you the data. Let me show you also. Let me one more time. So 0.03. If you see the equity of this company is approx 50,900. 50,900, that means approx 51,000 crores, and debt is only 1,484. If you divide it, then you will get to know that this company have debt equity of 0.03%. Okay, 3%. Okay. Now I am doing the same thing for ITC. Now, if I do the same thing for ITC, I will find the debt equity ratio of this company. Equity is 73,259. 200 plus 1,000, this also approx 75,000, and debt is only 333 only. So if you divide it, it will be 0.001% or something like that. So if you find debt equity is approx 0. So the less the loan you have, your debt equity ratio will be less, and the investment into that company is the less risky company. Okay. Now it can come into your mind, sir, you told the company which is having less market cap is less risky. Then you told the company which is having less market cap is more risky. Then you told the company which is having less ROC is more risky. Then we have another company which is having less debt equity is more risky. And so then which parameter to be seen? You have told three things. Now it may be that in market cap, one is better, in debt equity, another is better. Then what to do? Please try to understand. It is just like selecting a husband and a wife for you. Try to understand. You have a lot of criteria. If a girl is there, then boy should be thinking the girl should be tall, she should be fair, she should be smart, she should be confident, she should be good earning from good behavior, then all those things. And same way, girls should be thinking about the boy should be caring, earning from good family. Now, something in one, he can be tall, he can be small, he can be black, he can be white, he can be earning, he can be not earning, he can be having good values, he cannot be having good values. Then you have to make your criteria and choose which you have to give. The same happens in selecting a company. You cannot find all the thing in one company. You can never find. You can never find. You have to pick and choose. Pick and choose ki haan, where maximum of the criteria is matching, you will choose that. And you have to compromise on something. Now, with your experience, you will get to know where you can compromise, where you should be compromised, and what are the facts. For example, for me, I never go for any company, which is having micro cap. That means market cap is, if I divide it, it is beyond 500. I never go for that. That is my criteria. Whatever, it can get double, triple in 1 week, 2 week, whatever it is. This is my criteria. I never go for that. Same way, I never buy a company which ROC is less than 20%. That is my criteria. Now, you can have your criteria 30%, you can have your criteria 15%. Suppose, for example, one of you want to marry a boy, then you said, I will marry only that boy who is having monthly income of 1 lakh rupees. And another guy said, no, I will marry only that boy who is having the monthly income of 2 lakh rupees. Now, which boy is good or bad? There is no rule for that. It's your own criteria. When I will be marrying a boy, I will be seeing that boy whose earning should be minimum this. Same happens in selection of a company. So that you have to put your own criteria. It is not like the no 200. If I have put 2 lakh rupees, if Kirti is thinking about the boy who will be earning 2 lakh rupees, then Sanskriti should also think about the boy who should be earning 2 lakh rupees only. No, Sanskriti can think about the boy who should be earning 1,50,000 rupees, and Raksha can think about a girl who should be housewife. He's thinking, no, I want to marry a housewife. I should not see them. So that is your own criteria. Same happens with the company. You know the boy who earns more is better, and the boy who earns less is not better. That is the rule. Now, what should be your criteria? That you have to fix. The same way, ROC, how much ROC you should be looking for, that you have to think. I think I never go for a company which is having ROC less than 20. This is my criteria. But for you, it can be 15, for another, it can be 25, for another, it can be 30. Depending upon your कहते हैं ना भूख कितनी है आपको किस चीज में कितना रिस्क लेना चाहते हैं. And same way, market cap. I never go for a company which is having market cap less than 10,000 crores. I never ever think of that company. दिखता है वो टीवी पे आके कोई बताता है कल ये डबल हो जाएगा, ट्रिपल हो जाएगा, ये होगा वो होगा. I never think हो जाएगा हो जाएगा. मैं नहीं जाता उसमें. तो दैट यू कैन थिंक नो मैं तो 5,000 करोड़ तक पे जाऊंगी या 2,000 करोड़ तक पे जाऊंगा, 1,000 करोड़, या मैं तो केवल 50,000 करोड़. आई विल नॉट गो बिलो दैट. तो दैट यू हैव टू डिसाइड. सेम हैपन विद डेट इक्विटी. फॉर मी this rule is 20%. If a company is having more than 20% debt, I do not see that company. But for you, it can be 10%. For somebody, it can be 5%. For another person, it can be 30%. Whatever. I'm telling you, the more debt is the more risky company. The less debt is the less risky company. This is the rule. How to what you will decide is the more or you will decide the less. It totally depends upon person to person. Okay. Now, I'm going for another thing which is important for you, or in today is the promoter's holding. Let me go to my same company, Asian Paint again. Promoters holding. Promoters are the person who have started that company, who have created that company, who have made that company. Now, if a company has more promoter holding, that means promoters are not willing to sell their shares. Promoters are not willing to, suppose in Asian Paint, if I go and see the promoters holding, see this. This is the holding pattern, shareholding pattern. If I see from 2021 till today, I will find that in this company, promoters have maintained approx 52% of shareholding. 52.79, 52.79, 52.63, 52. Means more than 50% shareholding they have maintained. If I go to another company called as Symphony, suppose, if I go and see in this company, promoters have maintained 73% share. They do not want to go below. They have maintained 73.3538. So if I go to a company called as Paytm, if I go to company called as Paytm, I can see promoters was having presently 60% share. Once upon a time, promoter was having only 5% share. If promoter was having only 5% share, I should be knowing that company is at risk. The promoter, he himself know that my company is overpriced, and I should sell all the shares, and when the correct price will come, I will buy it back. Promoters know this thing. So if you find promoters holding decreasing, now if presently you see Paytm, so now promoters have decreased its shareholding from 63% to 60%. That means promoter is here also not in comfort of keeping the company. On the another hand, if you see any of the companies, suppose I want to say Havels. Let me see what is happening with the Havels. If I see the Havels, promoters have consistently kept 59.43. They are not selling the share. That means they are confident on the pricing of the company, because when promoters sell their share, when promoters see that something bad is going to happen in the coming future, they sell their share. Promoters want to run away like Vijay Maria or something, they sell their share. Or promoters see that my share price should be 10 rupees and now it is 15 rupees. They sell their share because they know it is overpriced and in coming time it will come down and I will buy again. So they know, because they are the actual person who works with the company, who are in and out of the company, they know everything. So promoters holding, if you see the promoters holding, their pattern of increasing or decreasing the holding, you will get to know you should also buying the share. For two things is very important. If promoters holding is high, it is a good company. If promoters holding is low, it is a bad company. First thing. Second thing, if promoters holding is increasing, maybe it is not high, but it is 10% only, it is going 12, 15, 20, 25, it is increasing. Then also it is a good company, because the prices are expected to go up because promoters themselves are buying. And on the other hand, there may be a high promoter holding, maybe 75%, but it is decreasing 75 to 72, 72 to 70, 70 to 65. If it is happening like that, that means again you should not be buying, because promoters are expecting that company is overpriced and it will go down. So seeing the promoters holding, you will get to know. Here I want to tell you two things very important. One is SEBI rule and another is RBI rule. No promoters can have more than 75% share in their company. So that means if company has 75% promoters holding, that means it is excellent company, because the promoters have kept maximum. Maximum they can keep 75%. No promoters can keep more than 75%. So if 75% is there in any company, suppose I show you a company called as Whirlpool. if you see this company has promoters holding, was having promoter holding of 75%. Not sell 75% till December 2023. That means promoters were very confident of their share. Now it has reduced to 51%. So that means some of the holding they have sold. So by seeing this, you can get to know what the company's price is going to happen in coming future. Okay. So in this way, you can expect the price movement seeing the promoter holding. So SEBI rule says that no promoters can have more than 75%. Another thing, in some of the company, you will feel there is 76% also, 80% also, 90% also. So there can be two situations. One, when company comes with the IPO, they are given time, 2 year, 3 year, 4 years. Generally, 3 year time is there. In 3 years, they have to sell their share. So if you find 80, suppose I show you, Manlo Adani Wilmer. Let me show you this company. You will find the promoters holding here is 87%. You will tell me, sir, you told only 75%. So Adani Wilmer is the new company. The SEBI has given them 3 year time. In 3 years, they have to sell till 75%. They is bound to sell. So the 3 years they have to sell. Now, so 75%, more than 75, they cannot keep. They have to sell it in 3 years. 22, they have started. 23, 24, 25, they have to sell. Another thing, there is a RBI norms, which is for banks. In the banking company, no promoter can have more than 26% of shareholding. More than, so suppose if you see Kotak Mahindra Bank, and you will find cases in Kotak Mahindra Bank, the promoter holding is 25.99%. So it is very bad. You told ki if promoter holding is less, it is bad. But you have to remember, the maximum here is 26, and they have kept 25.99 or 25.94. So they have tried to keep the maximum. So they are at the maximum cap because they cannot have 27 or 28 or 29. So even after having 25.99 or 25.94, it is a good promoter holding. You can say that promoter holding in this bank is good. Why good? Because they are at maximum. 26 is the maximum. They cannot go beyond that. So in nutshell, I told you today few things which you all should be remembering. First is market cap. Second is stock ROC. Third is debt equity. And fourth is promoters holding. On the basis of this, you have to decide whether XYZ company is good or bad. My humble request, go on Screener, go on Money Control, go on NSC, BSC, whatever trend line. There are many websites. Whatever you feel, you can go and try to see 1 company, 2 company, 3 company, 10 company, 20 company, 100. What is the market cap of XYZ company? If you remember Tata Motors, Tata this, whatever the company you know, try to see their market cap, their ROC, their promoters holding, their debt equity, and try to measure those companies on these 4 parameters, whether these companies are good or not good. And tomorrow we will proceed from here. I'm hoping I have tried my best that these difficult things I can explain you in layman language. It is not, we cannot understand in and out of share market in 6 classes, but I promise I will give you the basic idea, which people do not even think before buying and selling of the share. They go and see something and they buy, but I will give that basic idea. If you see those basic things, you will not buy at least bad share. You will never buy a bad share. And if you buy a good share, then generally your capital is protected. Okay. So I will take 2 questions, one of Kavya. Yes, Kavya, please. And one of Raghavi.
So my question is that can the ROCE be equal to 100% or more
Yes,
than 100%?
there are many companies which are having ROC is more than 100. If you see the company like Nestle and all, they create a very good ROC. So generally it is not possible. ROC of the 25, 30, 35 is considered as the excellent. But there are companies, even in the Indian stock market, which are having the ROC more than 100, but it cannot be for long term. It can be for 1 year or 2 years. But it cannot, if you are in class 11th or 12th?
Sir, 11.
11. So in microeconomics, you will study the chapter of market. Then you will study that if more profit, then some competitors will come into the business, and then business will get divided and all those things. So you will understand it cannot be for long term. For 1 year, 2 year, it can happen. Okay. Raghavi, your
Okay,
question,
sir.
please.
So I just wanted to clarify a high debt to equity ratio tells that the company is
It-
highly risky, right?
High risky, yes. The more debt, you understand, if you have more loan on you, if you go to school, your all friends say that, give me my 50 rupees, give me my 100 rupees, you have taken me for in the canteen, you give me my 200 rupees. What will be your situation?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Aradhya,
Sir, I have two doubts actually.
okay. You
Sir,
can ask one.
okay, only one? Okay,
Yes.
sir. Sir, so my doubt was that the rule you told about the RBI banks, does that RBI rule applies? Does that apply only for government banks, or is it also applicable for private?
In government companies, there is no rule. Government can use their own rule. Government can have 100% promoter holding. Government create rules for us. Have you seen the police wala going on the road wrong side without helmet? Have you seen ever? And whenever you go without helmet or without wrong side, they catch you and fine. The same police wala. So same happens with a government company. Government company can have 100% promoter holding. Government bank can have 99% promoter holding. So there is no rule, this type of rule for government company. These are rules for private company. Okay.
Achha, okay, sir.
So Lakshay, your question, please.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Sir, my doubt is that what is SEBI?
SEBI is the regulatory body for the share market. You are
Okay,
in
sir,
which
thank you.
class?
Sir, 12th.
12th. So have you studied, you are from commerce background?
So, sir, I am from science background.
You are science background, so okay, no problem. So SEBI is a regulatory. Suppose for banks, there is a regulatory body called RBI, which governs all the banks. The same way, there is a body called as SEBI, which regulates the share market. If something happens, all the rules are prepared for the share market by SEBI. If something wrong happens in the share market, then SEBI intervenes. Same happens as you have CBSE, which governs all the schools of CBSE school. Okay, all the rules are prepared, when the board will happen, what the subject, what every rules is prepared by them. The same way we have SEBI. Okay, in the layman language, I explained you for that. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
Sanskriti, last question from your side.
What is IPO?
What is
IPO.
IPO? When company comes first time in the market. Suppose I have a company, I'm running my company, I'm not selling any share in the market. So that is private limited company. Then one day I decided, no, I will be selling some of the shares, and Pari, Priti, Raksha should also become the part of my company. Then I will come with the IPO, initial public offer. I will sell some of the shares in the market, and the people will buy the share. So that is called a IPO, initial public offer. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Now the task for the day, whatever is your learning today, you have to create a video of that and send it to me by tomorrow. The video should not exceed more than 5 minutes. Please, you have to create the video of your learning, introducing yourself with your name, with your school name, and as editor intern. And you have to create a video of your learning. You can take examples of some company. You do not want to take example, you cannot do whatever you use your own creativity. This is everyday task. Your learning of today, what is a good company? A good company which is having this market cap, a risky company, ROC, what does mean? What is that equity ratio? Whatever it is, use your own creativity, your way, and you have to send that video before 7 p.m. tomorrow. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Vindhya, you want to ask something? Vindhya?
Sir, I wanted to ask, you mentioned a company having maximum promoter holding of 26%.
That is the banks, private banks. This is a rule for banks by RBI. They cannot have more than 26% of promoters holding. Okay. Thank you, Bacha. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.